Hello, 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 everybody. How are you doing? How are you doing? Did you have a nice blustery weekend? Today's lesson is going to be toys. Science toys. Toys that we're going to make that deal with parts of science. So, you're going to need various things like pop bottles, and milk carton, string, a straw. And the straw is I need the straw for about 10 other things. So, and I only have one straw. I don't use straws. I use my mouth. I don't, no. So, first of all, we're going to make a hovercraft. What you're going to need for making a hovercraft is you're going to need a CD. Now, there's probably a lot of these sitting around. You know, your parents probably had a mix, real cool mix. They wrote on there with felt pen, real cool mix. And they don't use it anymore. So see if you can use it. And so if it's something like this, if it's a CD like this, it's like a comedy album. Then don't use that. You might have to listen to it. If this is a brand new CD, like don't go grab your parents' CD collection and start grabbing. But if it says ABBA on it, use it, because that stuff should not be played. If it says ABBA, if they have one of these that they wrote ABBA's Best, no. Use it. Make it into a hovercraft. So what you need is you need the top to your pop bottle, and you need somebody to drill a hole in it, because you need a hole in this. You need a place for the air to go. So you see, there's a hole. You need a place for the air to go, and you glue it. So I glued it ahead of time. I took the hot glue gun and I glued this onto the top. Now, I don't know if it will work, because it might break off, because if you glue it and then try drilling it, it'll probably just fall off, because hot glue kind of does that. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your balloon, and you're going to put your balloon over top of this thing. Now this is going to work with Bernoulli's principle. Remember Bernoulli's principle? Faster moving air has less pressure. So faster moving air is going to have less pressure than slower moving air. So what we're going to do to make this hovercraft work is I'm going to blow up the balloon, and air is going to come out and go underneath. Now when it goes underneath, it's going to have to escape all along the surface, between the surface here, and that's going to be faster moving air, which will have less pressure, and it will cause lift, and away this thing will go. And then you can start whipping that thing around. So let's see if it works here. Okay, so I'm going to sit it down here. Rocky's excited because it's probably going to fly off into his area. See, look, it hovers around. Yeah. So bigger balloons. Yeah, right. This is just, yeah. Okay, so you don't get the hovercraft. Okay. Rockets work in the same way. Rockets work, and here comes the garbage truck, as you can hear. Rocky's other enemy besides deer. So you'll hear him barking. Of course, that's what always happens. It's live. Rockets use Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So the next three toys are going to involve Newton's laws. Such as a balloon. When you blow up a balloon, and Rocky loves that sound, when you let the air out, the air goes this way, and the balloon goes this way. The balloon goes forward. So that's for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If you're on a skateboard, to go forward, you push back. So that's the same thing. So a rocket uses this. Now, if I let this go, it's just going to go all over. So what I did is I tied a string, and I got a string going across various places like this. And if it doesn't get eaten first, you'll be able to see. So I have on here, I have a straw. You got to put the straw on with the string through it, because if you tie this big thing up and then you have the straw outside, it's not going to work. It has to be inside. So the straw's in here, and I got some duct tape. My duct tape has little bunnies on it. I don't know why. Anyway, the longer one, but remember, I don't have balloons around. I had to dig these out, I think, for my daughter's 5th birthday party. Okay, relax, buddy. Relax. It's an experiment. No, you're not going to eat my experiment. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Rocky, I'm going to tape it to here. And now, when I release it, action, reaction. Oh, Rocky. Okay, so you can get it after. Go. There it goes. And he's happy. So it zinged all the way around. No, don't rip it apart, Rocky. Rocky, just relax. Now, you could do the same thing with this. You can make a boat. Now, since I only have a few, and I have that one straw, you could take that straw and you can put the straw in here, just a bit of it, and then take, elastic band, elastic band, twist it and hold it in there. Don't make it so it squishes the straw. So then you can blow it up. Now it's going out through the straw. So you can cut this out, and you can have this all sitting in here, and you can even actually have a little area hole here with it shooting out. You could put that in the water that's sitting outside if there's still some around. It's been drying up pretty good, or into a bathtub. Or you could make wheels and do the same thing. Now, again, that's why I have to wait for the straw and cut it up. Now, you have Legos. You can make a Lego car and power it by a balloon with Newton's third law of for every action is an equal and opposite reaction. Or I found these little ones. So I thought, this is great. I can put it onto the front of a putt ball, but how am I going to make it so I have an axle? Well, I take my straw and I cut it to about that size, and I hot glue it right there because it's going to fit. Now I have front tires. This is going to move. This is going to move. What do I need for back tires? ABBA CDs. They got the whole collection of ABBA. Destroy them. That shouldn't be played. Remember that. ABBA should not be played. So you can start making little axles and do the other part and put it in here. Now I've got this thing. It's ready to go. Now you're going to hook up this. Now you can either cut this and have this in there somehow, but what's going to happen is, this is on wheels. As the air goes out, this is going to go forward. Fun. It's science. And there's birds trying to get a drink of water, and Rocky's not going to let them. But hey, that's science too. So try some of that stuff out. Remember, you can do a lot with CDs. And what do you say, Rocky? You want to play with the balloon while we go? Here you go, Rocky.